Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to understand illustration number 10 from Partnership Final Accounts. So let's start. From the following trial balance of Riddhi and Siddhi, you are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and balance sheet as on that date after considering the additional information given below. Trial balance as on 31st March 2019 is given to us. Have a look on this trial balance. Here, only capital balances of partners are given to us. There is no current balance. It means this problem is based on fluctuating capital method. As per this method, the amount of capital changes every year. So, let we start to post the items to our final account. See, very first item is given to us, that is stock of 1st April 2018. This is the stock at the beginning of the year. It means it is our opening stock, hence it will be recorded on debit side of trading account. Next is capital. Riddhi 50,000, Siddhi 30,000. This item will be recorded on liability side. Next is purchases. 22,500. This item will be recorded on debit side of trading account. Next, wages. Again on same side, debit side of trading account, this item will be recorded by rupees 800. Carriage inward. Trading account debit side by rupees 1000, this item will be recorded. Next is sundry creditors by rupees 27,600. This item will be recorded on liability side. Next is bills payable by rupees 20,000. We will have to record it on liability side. Next, cash in hand. On asset side, we will record this item by rupees 2,850. Next is insurance. This item will be recorded on debit side of profit and loss account by rupees 1,200. Sundry debtors. On asset side by rupees 32,000 we will record it. Next is bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is the short term loan taken by our firm. Hence, it is the liability of our business. That's why we will record this item on liability side by rupees 18,000. Next, carriage outward. On debit side of profit and loss account, we will record this item by rupees 900. Land and building. It's the asset. That's why we will write it on asset side by rupees 42,500. Next is furniture. Same. On asset side we will record it by rupees 38,700. Sales is our next item. Sales is the revenue for the business. That's why will be recorded on credit side of trading account by rupees 47,000. Next, purchase return by rupees 500. All of you know purchase returns are always deducted from purchases. So in this problem, on debit side of trading account, we have recorded purchases by rupees 22,500. Deduct rupees 500 as purchase return. Write the net amount on outer column, that is 22,000. Next, now our next item is sales return. Sales return will be deducted from sales. See, on credit side of trading account, we have written by sales by rupees 47,000. So deduct rupees 400 as sales return from this amount, and remaining amount will appear on outer column, that is 46,600. Next, rent rupees 1,800. See, this is not factory rent. It may be office rent or some other rent. The credit balance of rent is given to us. It means this is the rent received by the firm. It means it is the indirect income. Hence, will be recorded on credit side of profit and loss account. Next is bad debts rupees 300 and RDD rupees 350. These are all bad debts and all RDD. See in adjustments. Nothing is mentioned about creating new RDD and maintaining further bad debts. The step which we followed is we write the old bad debts, then we add the new bad debts and new RDD to this amount, and out of this total amount we used to deduct the old RDD. If we follow the same step here, that is, if we deducted old RDD of rupees 350 from old bad debts of rupees 300, we will get the figure in minus, that is minus 50 will appear on outer column. Hence, instead of writing in this way, we will write the item on credit side of profit and loss account, as we will have to write on credit side by RDD rupees 350, and from this amount we will deduct the bad debts of rupees 300. By this way, the amount will appear on outer column will be 50. Next is discount. The debit balance of discount will appear on debit side of profit and loss account, as it is the discount allowed by the firm rupees 700. Then the credit balance of discount, that is rupees 1000, will be recorded on credit side of profit and loss account, as it is the discount received by the firm. Next item, traveling expenses. It will appear on debit side of profit and loss account by rupees 250. Next, advertisement by rupees 4150. It will appear on debit side of profit and loss account. By this way, we have seen the item posting. Now let's proceed towards the adjustments. See, first adjustment, closing stock rupees 48,700. All of you know its effect. First effect will be given to credit side of trading account by rupees 48,700, and second effect on asset side. Second adjustment, outstanding expenses, wages rupees 700 and traveling expenses rupees 200. See, these are the outstanding expenses, means they are due but not paid by our firm. So wages of rupees 700 will be added to debit side of trading account under the heading of wages. See, we have written two wages by rupees 800. In that, add rupees 700. The amount will appear on outer column, that will be 1500. Its second effect will be written on liability side as outstanding expenses, wages rupees 700. Similarly, traveling expenses of rupees 200 will be added to traveling expenses on debit side of profit and loss account. See, we have written traveling expenses by rupees 250. In that, add outstanding amount rupees 200. On outer column, it will be 450. Its second effect will be given to liabilities side. Next adjustment, depreciate land and building by 10% and furniture by 5%. See, on asset side, we have written land and building by rupees 42,500. Now, we will have to charge the depreciation on land and building at 10%. So, 10% of 42,500 will be 4,250. So, deduct this amount from land and building. Second effect, write it on debit side of profit and loss account. Then, similarly, see the amount of furniture 38,700 we have written on asset side. Charge 5% depreciation on this amount. The amount of depreciation on furniture will be 1,935. So deduct this amount from asset side from furniture, and second effect will be given to debit side of profit and loss account. Then see, fourth adjustment, insurance paid in advance rupees 300. See, on debit side of profit and loss account, we have written the insurance by rupees 1,200. Out of this 1,200, rupees 300 are prepaid. That was not due, but we have paid in advance. So we will deduct this amount, and remaining amount will appear on outer column, that is rupees 900. And second effect will be given to asset side as prepaid insurance by rupees 300. Then next adjustment, goods of rupees 3,000 destroyed by fire and insurance company rejected the claim fully. Means, in business, The goods of rupees 3000 were destroyed due to sudden fire and nothing have been provided by insurance company, means we are facing full loss. So this adjustment will have only two effects. First effect will be given to credit side of trading account by goods destroyed by fire. Second effect will be written on debit side of profit and loss account as to loss by fire by rupees 3000. There will not be any third effect because the firm have not received any claim. Okay, now we have the solution. Have a look on this. This is our trading account. See, the debit side. First item, to opening stock by rupees 48,000. Next is purchases. The gross amount of purchases we have written on inner column. Purchase returns are given to us. We have deducted the amount and remaining amount we have written on outer column, that is the net amount of purchases by rupees 22,000. Next, to wages. In that we have added outstanding wages. By this way our total wages are now rupees 1,500. The next is to carriage inward by rupees 1,000. Then see the credit side of our trading account by sales. Sales returns are given to us, that's why we have deducted the amount of sales return, and the amount appeared on outer column is our net sales, that is of 46,600. The next, by closing stock and by goods destroyed by fire. As per our adjustments we have written it. Then see profit and loss account, debit side. First item is insurance. From this insurance we deducted the prepaid amount of rupees 300. By this way rupees 900 we have written on outer column. Next, to depreciation on land and building and furniture. This is what the second effect of our adjustment is. We have written the depreciation of land and building and furniture. By this way total depreciation on the assets for this year is 6,185. Next, traveling expenses rupees 250. Here we have added the outstanding amount. By this way the amount of traveling expenses is now 450. Next, to loss by fire by rupees 3,000. To carriage outward 900. To discount 700. To advertisement by rupees 4,150. Now look at the credit side of profit and loss account. By rent 1,800. By RDD old 350. See, just to avoid the minus figures, instead of writing the item on debit side we have written it on credit side of profit and loss account. From old RDD of rupees 350 we deducted old bad debts. Actually these are not new bad debts, these are the old bad debts. Printing mistake is there, so we deducted old bad debts from old RDD. By this way on outer column the amount is 50 now. Then by discount rupees 1,000. Now we will close our books of accounts. Do the total of trading accounts both the sides. If we do the total of credit side it will be 98,300 and the total of debit side will be 72,500. So we have written the greater total on both the sides. We have deducted 72,500 from 98,300. By this way our firm got gross profit of rupees 25,800. We brought forward this gross profit to credit side of profit and loss account. At last we will do the total of profit and loss accounts both the sides. See, the total of credit side is 28,650 and the total of debit side of profit and loss account is 16,285. So the credit side is greater. We have written the total on both the sides. Deduct the debit side total from credit side total. The difference will be our net profit. See here we have the net profit of rupees 12,365. In this question, there is no mentioning of profit sharing ratio of partners. All of you know the provisions. If partnership deed is silent about the profit sharing ratio, the partners will share the profits and losses in equal ratio. That's why we will distribute the profits and losses to these partners on equal basis. So first partner will get 6183 and second partner will get 6182. Then we will add these net profits to the capitals of partners. So see, this is our balance sheet. The liability side first. Capital of Riddhi 50,000. In that we have added the net profit. Now the capital is 56,183. Then capital of Siddhi rupees 30,000. We added net profit 6,182. Now the capital is 36,182. The next is sundry creditors 27,600. As per our adjustments, we have written the outstanding expenses, bills payable, bank overdraft. Then see the asset side. Land and building is there. We deducted depreciation on land and building by rupees 4,250. That is the 10% depreciation. After deduction, the amount is 38,250 now. Similarly, we charged depreciation on furniture. Remaining amount we have written on outer column 36,765. Next, prepaid insurance of rupees 300. Cash in hand 2,850. Sundry debtors 32,000. Closing stock 48,700. At last, we will do the total of balance sheet, that is 1,58,865. It's the total of our balance sheet. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you.